to a considerable business adversary. Yes, it has been a good fight.
For you. Chance to beat me. I think that's what you're going to miss the most.
Yes.
The time? Well, I still don't see why you had to take me around. I don't believe it. You! It was brilliant. We know what could have happened.
Oh, what is it? I missed the bus.
Hello. Jenny! Lynn! When did you get back to Tarrant? I don't know. Back and forth. God, I haven't seen it since the wedding.
It's everything, Kate. I've got Avril breathing down my neck, telling me how to do my job. I've got Leo tearing around looking for Tom's old designs. I mean, it's just too much.
Ah, then why don't you retire and find a nice little house in Spain?
Me retire? I'd be bored out of my mind. I've never heard such nonsense.
It's you that's talking nonsense. Avril cares for you more than you realise. Leo's only trying to follow in his father's footsteps, and what you've done to upset Vanessa so much, I really don't know.
Kate, you are beginning to sound like a mother-in-law.
You're impossible. Quite impossible. I give up.
I just checked him. He's fast asleep. He's definitely got a cold, though. Completely blocked up.
I should spend more time with him.
You still haven't told me what Sir Edward wanted.
Nothing, he just wanted to chat. You misunderstand him. He's quite sensitive, really.
Oh, big softy underneath.
I even heard about your transatlantic crossing in Paxos. Well, you've done it. Yes, but only one way.
I hope you're still sailing.
Not full-time anymore. What about you?
I'm working for Ken Masters.
Hello, Lynn. Welcome home.
La la! What do you think? What do you think of that? Eh? Put it down before you
Quiet, please. I just want to say how delighted we are to see all of you here this evening, and to welcome darling Lynn back to Tarrant.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you would all like to join with me in wishing our two dear friends a long and peaceful life together. Speech, come on. Speech.
Oh, thank you, Kate, thank you. I also think on this occasion we should remember Tom. And I know he'd be very proud of what a lovely woman his daughters turn out to be. To Tom.
Tom.
Oh, come on, Leo, put some music on.
Okey-doke.
What about we cut this cake?
Excuse me? No, that's
Look, it's such a shame to cut it.
No, you must.
I can't believe it. It's such a shame. Oh! I think cut it.
Better.
Jan, can I have a quick word?
Yes, of course.
What about?
I want to ask you a favor.
Go ahead.
I know you're terribly busy, but I'd really love you to design my wedding dress for me.
Vanessa, I would be delighted.
That is, if Jack still wants a wedding.
Oh, come on, don't be silly.
Well...
Oh, he'd be a fool not to. Have you had any thoughts about design?
Well, I think I'm a bit past veiling an orange blossom.
I don't know.
Hello, Charles, Polly, Abby, Jan. Thank you for coming. You will soon have in front of you a copy of my last will and testament. In brief, I leave to my son, Charles.
Come on, Laura, you've been purring all morning.
Yes.
Well?
We've been sent 2 complimentary tickets for a polo match this afternoon.
Polo? It's ridiculous enough chasing a ball around on 2 feet, let alone on horseback.
You'd prefer pig sticking, would you?
Infinitely.
Thank you.
Who sent these tickets?
A friend of mine who's just joined the board of Sir John's Bank. They're sponsoring the match.
I'm suddenly very interested in polo. 4 puckas, isn't it?
Chuckers. Charles Frere owns one of the teams.
Fancy that.
The bank, well, Sir John, that is considering a multi-million-pound loan to Frere Holdings so that Charles can complete phase 1 of his marina project.
But that means dear Charles would then be able to redouble his efforts to take over Relton. That'd be disaster for us.
If he gets the loan.
Oh, I see.
I heard a little rumor this morning.
Heard or started?
Spread. That Sir John perjured himself over Charles's Diacra holdings, and that Charles is offering him a percentage of the loan by way of saying thank you.
Sir John would never be a party to that.
Well, as I said, it's only a rumor. But if the bank chooses to believe it, who are we to stop them?
Of course, they'll always understand if you decline this polo presentation this afternoon, Henry.
I have no intention of declining anything, Check.
Ah. Well, I hope you wouldn't do that. Your willingness to sacrifice a queen is always very unnerving.
Yes.
Rather too close to home for comfort. But you always seem to get away with it.
Well, the idea of the game is to keep the king alive. You were always far too sentimental to beat me, John.
And I see that you've cornered me again. Congratulations.
Thank you. Ah, thank you. Just a moment. A small matter, but I would like you both to witness my signature.
Is that what I think it is?
Codicil to my will, yes.
I think.
You don't have to read it, just sign it.
Pretty. I should think it would make most interesting reading.
I'm so glad.
You're not up to your old tricks again, are you, Edward?
What makes you think so?
We're entering the 6th and final chukker. And from the back line, and Tony Wake is hit in. Champion by Lance Shepard. Lance Shepard for Elliston, challenging on his left-hand side. Elliston going in towards the goal. It's going in close. Hissam is there to go for Elliston. Elliston now in the lead in this 6th and final chukker of the semi-final.